coming to you in high definition. This is the Fox 9 Morning News.
Hello, ladies. Look at your man. Now back to me. Now back at your man. Now back to me. Sadly, he isn't me. But if he stopped using lady-scented body wash and switched to Old Spice, he could smell like he's me. Look down. Back up. Where are you? You're on a boat with the man your man could smell like. What's in your hand? Back at me. I have it. It's an oyster with 2 tickets to that thing you love. Look again. The tickets are now diamonds. Anything is possible when your man smells like Old Spice and not a lady. I'm on a horse.
And so it began. It's one of the most talked about TV commercials of the year. The new Old Spice ads got people buzzing and is one of the commercials being honored at the 19th Annual Association of Independent Commercial Producers Awards show tonight at the Guthrie Theater.
And joining us to talk about some of the year's best commercials, and we're going to show a few, is the president and CEO of AICP, Mr. Matt Miller. Good morning, Matt.
Good morning. How are you guys?
Doing well. How are you?
Fantastic.
Let's start. We have a lot to show, so we want to get to it. The first ad we're going to talk about, one for humor. Watch, and I think you'll agree.
Can we turn the AC up? I'm dying back here.
It's on. Can't you feel it?
Can you feel that?
Oh.
Jeff, eat a Snickers, please.
Why?
Every time you get hungry, you turn into a diva. Just eat it so we can all coexist.
Turn into a diva.
The new system, break it dance.
Okay.
Thank you. Better?
Better.
Will you get your knees out of the back of my seat?
Oh.
You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
How great is that? This is the same ad campaign featuring Betty White, correct? What Snickers did it right this year?
Oh, it's great. Yeah, the first piece that came out during the Super Bowl with Betty White and Abe Vigoda.
Yeah.
Really fun, really funny. Brought in elements of stars in an area where you wouldn't really figure they'd be. They were playing football. If you remember Betty White getting blindsided in the mud. I mean, really a fantastic campaign. A lot of fun. And has been great and true to the sort of humor that BBDO has used for years for the Snickers brand. It's really, really a lot of fun.
And really good gets when you think about it. Them being able to get stars that usually don't appear in commercials.
Yeah, but you know, people at a certain point in their careers, where for Betty White it was a home run.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really what led into the whole Facebook phenomenon of getting Betty White onto Saturday Night Live.
Absolutely.
I mean, that was really the launch of that one piece and reminded a whole new generation the talents of these people. So, you know, it was really fantastic.
Next up, we got an ad for Google, which won Best Original Music. Here it is. Now, this ad was from the Super Bowl, correct?
It was, and interestingly enough, it was the first time Google has ever advertised on television. In fact, at one point, Eric Schmidt, the CEO of Google, had said, "We will advertise on television when hell freezes over." So the press release that announced that they actually bought time was "Hell has frozen over."
Grab your coat.
And it's actually really interesting because, you know, artistry isn't always something that's overblown. That is so simple and puts the product straight forward. You know exactly what that's for when you see that white screen and the type. The writing in that is just so phenomenal to tell a story just using words and using the product. I mean, really a great hit for Google.
Now, the next ad we're going to see is an ad that a lot of you probably haven't seen. It's for Jameson whiskey. Take a look.
John Jameson got caught in the great storm of 1781. The storm claimed 4 of his men, and then it had the nerve to go after his whiskey. Jameson wouldn't stand for it. He said goodbye to the crew and went in after it.
Now, what did this commercial win for, Matt?
This one won for animation and cinematography. I mean, it's beautifully told. I mean, it's a bit of a fictitious story, obviously, about the history of Jameson, although John Jameson was the founder. But it brings together this sort of fun, almost heartwarming story, but I mean, it's really just beautiful.
It's like a movie.
Shot.
It's beautiful.
It really is. And that's where, you know, advertising has so many different ways to engage the viewer. Humor, obviously, is one piece that we're all aware of and sticks with us, but using beautiful imagery can actually work as well for the right product in the right situations.
And a giant octopus.
It's true. Next commercial is from FedEx. It won for Performance and Dialogue.
Hey, who's our best presentation guy? Karl.
Tell Karl he's coming to New York with me. I thought you said Karl was our best presentation guy.
Well, he is. Just last week he told my team about FedEx Office print online for our presentations. We upload it to FedEx Office, then they print, bind, and ship it. The presentation looks good, right?
Oh, yes, but...
Wait, you didn't actually bring Karl with you?
Good morning. But I digress.
We understand you need presentations done right. FedEx Office Print Online.
I'm going to use that line from now on. But yeah, that obviously, we mentioned that it won for performance and dialogue. The dialogue doesn't always have to be funny, but it helps.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
But I mean, the delivery of that line, but I digress, just
Beautiful.
kills every time. And it really is about the direction and bringing that actual performance out from that actor, because that is just the perfect performance to actually get it across. And they got all the information about the product in there. Right, they got everything about Kinko's FedEx and being able to put together presentations in there, and you remember what that's about.
Finally, we're going to stick with a funny. This one from LG featuring James Lipton from inside the actor's studio. Take a look.
Tracy has received a particularly cruel text rumor. She was about to forward this juicy gossip to her friends. But Tracy got to thinking. If she forwarded this rumor, what kind of example would she be setting for Clippy Clippy Clip Clop and Princess Pussy Willow and the Honeysuckle twins? A bad one, that's what. Before you text, give it a ponder.
What did you like about this one, Matt?
Well, I like so much about it. I mean, it really is a public service announcement using humor that catches you off guard, and it does connect with a younger audience. It knows the audience, and it hits them. These were actually never aired. These were all web viral released films. So, you know, the idea was put it out on the web and hope it catches on, and it did. It was a very successful viral campaign that, again, connected with the audience and told an important message in the world of public service announcement. It's not a scare tactic like you often see in PSAs. It's really kind of fun and funny, and if you know James Lipton, you know, it's just a great use of a star and a piece of advertising.
Matt Miller, thank you so much for coming in. We appreciate. We could watch these all day. So
I could,
yeah.
Certainly. The AICP Best Commercial Award Show is happening tonight at the Guthrie Theater. Doors open at 5:30 and the screening begins at 7. It's followed by a reception at 8 o'clock. To check out all the commercials, log on to AICPshow.com. Now.